Tonight was one of our better first halves of the year. A lot of points of emphasis that we came into the game talking about in practice and in our shoot around. We executed in those areas. Fortunately, they missed some shots. They got some decent looks, but for the most part, we had a lot of closed window situations where they didn't have great looks at the basket. Did a nice job in transition. We didn't get in the bonus early in the game like we normally do. So we had a lot of good patterns of and consistent patterns of execution on both ends of the floor. And I'm proud of the way the guys responded after the way we played on this last road trip and the way we practiced 2 days ago. They definitely turned it around tonight.
Yeah, Riley, as a veteran on this team, what does it mean to see Braxton Key have 2 great games so far for the Crimson Tide?
It means a lot. We know that Braxton's capable of doing that night in, night out. We saw it every day in practice leading up to the season and in season. So it helps us out tremendously. We know that he can go get it every night and play hard and do what he does.
This is for both players, but both you guys are with the second unit tonight, and we're both aggressive offensively. You guys scored over 40 points with the second group off the bench. Is that what you guys are looking to do, is to try to make this team so deep and potent and be able to have 10 guys that can really score the ball?
Well, it's always a team effort. The second group just tries to come in and give like a spark. If the first group is a little tired, we just come in and relieve them and just, not try to do anything that's not part of the game plan. And then when they come back in, cheer for them because we know we'll be back in soon after that. Yeah, like AJ said, it was a team effort tonight. And, the second unit would come in and just provide a little spark, ignite a little spark, and, just kind of keep the intensity up. We know if we keep the intensity up when the first unit gets back in there, then we can play a complete game.
Coach, just talk about the play of Braxton tonight and how he kind of got you off to a great start with his early energy and everything.
Yeah, got us off to a nice start. He's been in a pretty good rhythm. He's confident. He's playing like a high-level player. He's a guy that we can use at 3, 4. We can move him to 2. He can pass, dribble, and shoot. He shows you every day why we were, after him so much since the first day I basically got here in terms of recruiting. Look at his body. I mean, that's kind of a next-level type of a body, right? But, we just want him to continue to get better and grow and year after year, we just want to see him blossom, just like the rest of the guys on the team. Everybody's putting in the work, but, he's a kid that's got a nice package in terms of his size, his quickness, his hands, being able to play inside and out, recognize situations. So, it's really been gratifying watching his maturation.
I think until the 7-minute mark of the second half, you guys didn't miss more than 3 consecutive shots. How important or how impressed were you with the offensive consistency?
Yeah, I liked it, in terms of trying to find holes in the zone. We still had some breakdowns here and there, but we got it on video. We can go and teach and coach it. These last 2 days, that's all we did was practice against zone defenses. So we saw some carryover in terms of the way we executed. We found guys when they were open. We made our open threes. We set good screens. So we'll continue to improve in that area so that we can be more of a balanced team on offense. But I thought Corbin's and Dejan and their energy early in the game, what Braxton did, really helped get us off to a great start. And as I alluded to earlier, we just didn't get in the bonus so early in the half, which, like in the second half, put us in the bind.
You said you were trying to still figure out your identity, make a few switches. Do you feel any closer to doing that now?
Well, and it's more of a rotation. So you saw early in the game, it was a 9-man rotation. And it's not like the other 3 guys can't play. It's just a tough job for tough people, right? So we got to make decisions, and use other guys, in terms of spot minutes, but you saw basically what we were after in terms of that 9-man rotation with AJ and Riley and Shannon and Dante. But, those guys going to have to give us better, consistent production. We had some situations where the ball was slipping through our hands and we didn't make great two-hand catches. And so, we had 5 turnovers in the first half and 8 in the second half. So we still have areas to improve in.
Can you talk a little bit about the performance of your bench tonight and how important it is to have that depth?
Well, it's very, very important. If you look at the Ball State win and the game tonight, our bench, scored a lot for us. They're getting after defensively. They allow us to change our defenses. We showed you a couple of different presses tonight, which fortunately led to some turnovers, and we converted those turnovers. But you can do that when you have a solid 9-man rotation. You definitely just can't play 12. That should be the headlines for all of your stories. He didn't play 12 in the meat and potatoes of the game, okay?
And Coach, a couple questions. Dante Hall's really seemed to pick it up since starting in Las Vegas and tonight, playing with a lot of energy and running the floor and being able to block shots and rebound outside of his zone. Kind of talk about his development and what he's done.
You are really watching the game, rebounding out of his zone. I like that. That's good because that's something that we talk about. And we also talk about dirty rebounds. Our centers haven't been getting enough dirty rebounds and rebounding out of their zone, which is a pursuit situation. That's more of a willpower, a mindset, a want to. That's just like a guy only tackling in his area, right? Sometimes the real good players tackle from sideline to sideline. So that's what we're after. That's a great question.
And then second question, with 2 big road trips coming up to Austin and Eugene, are you concerned about the free throw shooting?
Free throw shooting is something that we need to improve upon. We have to do a better job of getting in the right mindset at the free throw line, especially our really good free throw shooters. That it's tough sometimes. If you got a guy on your team that's historically been a below 50% free throw shooter, you have to basically live and die with whatever happens. But when your guys that you're counting on to shoot 80% and above are struggling from the line, then that's going to be problematic. So hopefully our guys will continue to get in the right mindset, because I think a lot of it's right between the ears. It's just about getting comfortable of what I call the normal mind. That mind that you have when nobody's in the gym and you make 100 in a row, transferring that mind to a game situation.
Kind of along that same lines, how vital was it that, Braxton hit those first 2 threes, kind of got a little bit of the momentum going, confidence early? Obviously looks like you missed your next 4 or 5 in a row, but still, how important were those first 2?
It was important because that's been something that we've said when teams zone us, we have to take and make our wide open threes. We missed so many wide open threes in Las Vegas. I mean, wide open. There weren't anybody between here and Vegas. So fortunately, Braxton did a nice job of catching the ball and getting in the right position and squaring up to the basket. And I just think for him, he's in the right mindset. He's got a lot of confidence. He's hungry to get better. He see a lot of his other friends around the country that he played against on both the AAU circuit and high school circuit, what they're doing. That's just normal. But, he's going to continue to grow, and we want to help him really maximize his potential, and he's just scratching the surface right now.
I just want to ask about Nick King being in the starting lineup. How has he progressed throughout last year and also up to now?
Well, Nick, this is only, his 6th basketball game in a year and a half almost. So he's still trying to find a rhythm. He's not there yet. He was dealing with, he got the knee and the thigh a little bit yesterday at the end of practice. So, just trying to make sure that he's healthy. And, once he gets healthy 100%, we think you'll see his production increase.